Hello, everybody. This is Edward Edward Anson speaking, and today I want to talk uh, about COVID, how is that affecting other people. We got the vaccines and everything like that, but the most important part is, do we want to keep on, you know, want to keep on wearing masks and stuff like that. I think that's very important. I know it's the holidays and people going shopping around there. And normally, by the way, normally the 100 Club show would talk about jokes and stuff like that, or you could think about. But today is not a joking day. Today is to talk about COVID and how we can, you know, prepare for 2021 to make it a better year. And one, most important, get tested for COVID. That's the most important thing. Get tested for COVID. If you are tested positive for COVID, quarantine for 14 days. Depending how old you are, depending how your situation is, okay? Depends on your situation, whatever. Um, I know I had a lot of friends who did COVID, who had COVID and survived. Um, and I had friends who died of COVID. Now, if you're tested negative for COVID, that's a good thing. That means when you get the vaccine, well, probably when the people get the vaccines, won't need to really wear masks. But what Biden had a good idea was that, okay, we should wear a mask, and we should wear a mask for 100 days, even if we have the corona vaccine. We still should wear masks for 100 days. I agree 100%. He's not trying to be paranoid, or he's trying to be extra precautious. You get the vaccine, you wear a mask for 100 days. The guy is only trying to be extra cautious. And then if everything goes well after that, we go back to our lives. I want to get back to my life. Everybody wants to get back to their lives. Everybody did. There's people who probably lost their jobs, got laid off, who lost a lot of money, and these people are needed. That's why when they get the stimulus check is very important. Should they have a second stimulus check? Yeah, they probably are, but it's not going to be about 1,200. It's not going to be 1,200. What I'm hearing in the news is more like 600 to 700, which is not bad, but maybe want to put a couple of $100 and like put a $200 or $300 in stock market just to get yourself started. Whatever you can, every bit helps. If you're in the stocks. Another thing is that when we all are grieving, I'm sure everybody's lost someone in COVID. I know how that feels. I'm still grieving. The most important thing is try to take step by step every day. I try to do that. And sometimes it's hard to do that. Especially if that person is very close to you. That then you're like, oh, I can understand if that doesn't mean if you don't become the same person you used to be. I know. I've been there. I'm going through it. Now, when COVID ends, if anybody has any questions about what I think about how the economy is going to be better after COVID, we really don't know. But my philosophy is, because I am part of the YISF committee. I'll be, people know that. And as a person who is part of a big committee and who is a high executive of a political committee, which is the Long Island Self-Advocacy Committee, volunteer, but someone who knows that kind of stuff and knows the economy. I know a lot of politicians and everything. point is that you can ask me right now on YouTube, what are my philosophies? Is the economy going to get better after COVID or worse? Well, it could be 50-50. And you're probably thinking, well, what the hell is 50-50? Here's the 50-50. 50%, everything get back in order. People get the stimulus check, they're out shopping. They keep a budget. They would have to reopen more jobs. So they would have to reopen jobs, open up everything after COVID and what's gone. Reopen companies. What's going to happen is you're going to have restaurants and people packed once COVID's over. Once mask is gone, vaccine, people are going to be packed into restaurants. And it's not going to make a difference because I'll tell you, by then, COVID will be over. We won't have the disease. We'll be prevent-free. We'll be doing 95% effective. So COVID will be over. Well, like, okay, good. We're not getting COVID. But people are going to be packed. People are just going to, because that's what they want. After COVID, they want people. They're going to open up companies, restaurants, all this stuff for you to spend your money so the economy goes better. That's how they're going to have the economy better. Or the other 50% is that they're so in debt that it could be a borderline Great Depression. Minor Great Depression. Not super, but a minor Great Depression. But enough for it to go bankruptcy. So those are my philosophies. Those are the two things that I feel is going to happen. Those are the two 50-50. It's not easy doing what we do. People have kids out there. You could be living in the Bronx trying to feed your kids, trying to make ends meet in this whole pandemic. But you have to thank God every day that you're alive. And then you're doing well. And for the people who have food on the table, for their kids and for whatever, thank God you have food on the table. Thank God you have a roof over your head. Don't worry about this. Don't worry about all this. See this? This is. You think this mic means more to me than just no. Material means nothing. Money, material means nothing. Yeah, it's nice to have it. It's the value of money, and and sometimes you can be the richest man in the world, and you can be miserable. Yeah, is it nice to wear fancy clothing sometimes if you have fancy going on nice dinners? Yeah, it's okay. But what if you're a rich man who's all alone? Have to go to a bar every day to drink just to feel better. That proves that money is not everything. It's about sitting down with your family, enjoying Christmas or Hanukkah, having laughs, looking back at relatives that you used to be alive, having a crack and a joke. These are the little things you need to take care of and to take into consideration. There's kids out there, people out there who are fucking homeless. Yeah, kids out there probably have rich parents, middle class, who want this, who want that, who want this, and they give their parents an attitude every time they don't get their way. And it's in the middle of fucking COVID. Well, I got news for you kids. For those kids out there who are rude to their parents and the parents, everyone is spoiled. It's time to go get a job. It's time to get a job. If you're between 18 and 19 and you live with your parents and you're giving them attitudes because you don't get this, you don't get that, but when they do give you that thing, you say, I love you. No, you're spoiled. Get the fuck out, get a job, and do the right thing. Because if my niece did that, or anybody in my family would do that stuff, get the hell out, get a job. If I had a son and he did that plus shit to, let's say, his mother, You get the fuck out of my house. Maybe if he's not 18. But these are things that matter the most. Take time, be with your family, work, make ends meet, and take each day by step, each day by day. Don't take second by second. Don't take minute by minute. Take it day by day. That's all I gotta say today. And I hope people out there hear and understand that this video was a really serious video. Take it into consideration. Have a nice day. Have a nice night. Thank you for watching the 100 Club. I appreciate it.